Muy buenas, mi gente bella de Venezuela. Mi nombre es Rey, yo nací en Caracas y el año pasado hice un viaje muy cool con una persona muy especial para mí. Y les quiero mostrar ahorita todas las aventuras que hice recorriendo el río Nilo. Espero que lo disfruten y nos vemos pronto. Hasta luego. Everything started on the winter of 2023 in Caracas, while Audrey was giving tours to Polish people in the city, and I was visiting my mom and my family. We did some adventures together, starting with a trip to Margarita Island on a bicycle, camping and enjoying trial for a few days. And obviously we went to the Avila many times, and we even went salsa dancing in San Agustin. Adri organizes travel tours in South America for Polish people, and Ray is a wilderness and backpacking guide in the United States for famous trails and national parks like Yosemite. From that, we decided to team up and explore the Nile River in Egypt, an idea that Adri organized after winning an award in a famous festival in Poland for explorers by paddling the longest river in Poland alone. Taking advantage of my Habibi face, that everyone thought that I was Egyptian, and coming back to my passion for kayaking, that even long time ago I used to compete in open waters for the Club Puerto Azul. So she tests my skills in the Nile, peeling potatoes, and as a cook for our journey. It took us 63 days to do 853 kilometers from Aswan in the south to Alexandria in the north. It was 36 days paddling and 25 nights camping. After many months of preparation and exercising, fixing our inflatable kayaks, the logistics, crossing borders with all the bags from airport to airport, through the streets of Cairo, etc., we finally made it to Aswan, testing the kayaks in our first day in the Nile River, and from our first time using this kayak. Our first night camping, sometimes cooking on a fire or with a espertaya, something that the Egyptians use for making coffee, filtering water through gravity, but we found our biggest obstacle, the police, securing our safety, their job, and that nothing happens to a tourist in the jurisdiction, many times taking us out of the river and watching every step that we took until we escaped, and then they will find us again. We even came out one time in the local news that we were trying to enter near Abydos.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Znowu za nami policja. Samego rana. Policja czuwa pod budynkiem naszego hosta z couchsurfingu. Incredible. Dźwięk motorówki jest dla nas specyficzny. No i z naprzeciwka przypłynęła policja. No i płyną z nami.
They opened the tent. They opened our tent. Like they just,
No way.
It's 15 guys.
Wylądowaliśmy na dworcu autobusowym.
Aquí.
Policja jest tam. I teraz jak wyjechać stąd, dostać się nad rzekę, żeby policja z tym nie jechała. Dajemy śniadanie. A tam policja patrzy, jak jemy śniadanie.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Więc co robimy? No po prostu płyniemy dalej, bo zanim oni wykonają milion telefonów i ogarną, co chcą z nami zrobić, to minie godzina.
That's the sound of the police.
Despite the love and hate relationship with the police, we enjoyed the trip a lot, checking out many temples and museums, and kayaking next to the cruise ships and felucas. Dicen que ya eres egipcio una vez que bebes agua del Nilo. Y de verdad que tomamos muchísima agua en todo el río y no nos enfermamos ni una sola vez. Usamos un sistema de filtración por gravedad en el cual filtramos el agua y después la tomamos sin ningún problema. Kayaking for 36 days, camping on the shore of the Nile River, waking up with beautiful sunrises, finding mini spaces for resting and having lunch next to sugarcane fields, because this is a country that exports many goods like strawberries, bananas, oranges. A medida que vas por el río, lo que escuchas son un montón de motores por todos lados, y lo que están haciendo, dragan agua por estas tuberías hacia los cultivos, con unas tuberías gigantes. With the presence of cows and donkeys everywhere, you can see locals with their bowls washing them. You can see herons all over, and there are beautiful turquoise fish and birds that are pure excitement. And no, there are no crocodiles in the Nile of Egypt. Al sur de Egipto lo que encuentras es la frontera con Sudán, y justamente ahí hay una represa por la cual no pasan los cocodrilos, y por eso no existen cocodrilos en el Nilo, solamente los momificados en los templos. Their main activity is fishing, with rowing boats or improvised sailboats, putting traps and using nets along the river. It became a family tradition and a way of living for many men. They even build straw houses and have mini islands of their own. A way of living along with factories that contaminate the river, with mountains of trash, to a reality that for many of them it's like normal already. Cleaning plates next to the trash and the excessive consumption of plastic without any education or system for it. That takes them to the ecosystem destruction, trying out temporal farms for the lack of fish, destroying all possibility of fishing for the common families. They eat fish if they can find it, or raise pigeons on their roof. The contrast of the financial capacity is gigantic, from the poverty in between so much wealth and the resources that provides being closest to the Nile River, from the agriculture, its export, and the importance of the tourism as the main source of income and exploitation for the country, until there is nothing left, selling the memory and message from a civilization that doesn't exist anymore. Greed only takes governments to brutal poverty, and losing what once existed. From that, it only remained the ruins of slavery times. Sometimes we just have to start from scratch and try it again somewhere else. Pack what's necessary and keep going forward. Even if you don't see the end goal, even if it's cold, you are tired, or the police doesn't leave you alone. Nuestros días se veían así. A las 4 de la mañana nos despertábamos todas las madrugadas con los rezos en los pueblos, a todo volumen, que se escuchaba por todos lados. Después nos despertábamos en la mañana y teníamos que empacar y secar la carpa y secar todas las cosas que se mojaron de la condensación durante la noche, y teníamos que remar. Remamos muchísimo, a veces era muy difícil el tema de relación y estar en la naturaleza y tener que lidiar con escapar con los policías y todo lo demás. Entonces fue algo que es un viaje que fue muy difícil, pero realmente aprendí muchísimo sobre eso. So we just adapted to the situation and get the best out of ourselves. Connect with the divine, and thanking each and everyone that were part of this journey. For the ones that offer us some tea, for the ones that give us some food, introduce us to their family, the ones that gave us a place to sleep or pitch a tent, for the ones that took us to a safe place, for the ones that guided us on a good path, the one that gave us a warm welcoming, laughed with us, and all those new friendships that are part of this journey and in our lives now. Thanks to them, to all of them, their support, generosity, and thanks to the sun for his guidance. What I mainly learned in between many things was the difference between perseverance and persistence. One is the stubborn insistence despite the challenges and objections, and the other one is the insistency with effort to accomplish something, even if it's difficult or takes a long time.
I'll see my picture in National Geographic.
Yes!
Yes!
You go to Esna with us?
Yes.
Let's go to Esna. Yalla.
Imagine going.
في الصباح الباكر تكون الرياح هادئة.
The wind increases in the afternoon and in the early morning.
Assalamu alaikum.
يا جانا نتشو ده.
حبيبي يا نور العين يا ساكن خيالي عاشق بقالي سنين ولا غيرك في بالي حبيبي يا نور العين.
And then I come to this little town. It's like, how can you get lost?
حبيبي 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 يا نور العين حبيبي
Chyba być dziura. Kajaku tutaj.
أجمل عيون في الكون أنا شفتها الله عليك الله على سحرها أنا شفتها
مظبوط.
الله عليك الله على سحرها عيونك معايا عيونك كفاية عيونك معايا عيونك كفاية
Patrzcie, jaka jest pogoda.
تنور ليالي
Assalamu alaikum. Tak wieje.
Egypt.
Yes? Thank you.